From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, stand by for a live update. From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is a severe weather alert.
All right, folks, good morning to you. It is just before 8 o'clock. I am Ben Luna here coming to you this morning from the Home Weather Center. Certainly hope you're having a good day, if at all possible, as you start this Sunday morning. Coming to you live this morning with a plethora amount of information and where we stand with things across the area this morning. First and foremost, it's bad outside. Many of you across the region, mainly in southern Tennessee, there's a few spots in North Alabama, but mostly southern Middle Tennessee is experiencing ice storm conditions. It is even worse over portions of northern Mississippi this morning, where my colleague Matt Lawbon has lost power at his house. At Mississippi Live Weather, he has his hands full with just a ton of stuff going on in North Mississippi. So even though we've got it pretty rough this morning, there is an area that is actually even worse, and that's just back to our southwest. But let's dive into it, and let's kind of start at the top and go through what all's happening. Now, I love the reports that you all have sent in. I'm grateful for it. Thank you so very much for sending us pictures, comments, information over the past several hours. We're shifting through and sorting through all of that to get that out to you. For now, all of the weather team, we have the ability to work from home. As owner and managing meteorologist of Tennessee Valley Weather, my people are my top priority. And so I wanted to make sure that they are safe. And so everyone went home late yesterday or overnight when things were safe for folks to travel, and everybody is set up to work remote unless we actually need to be in the office. And I live the closest to the facility, so we might make it back in if conditions at everyone's homes get worse as far as losing electricity and internet service, because obviously we've got to be able to do what we do with the web. So you're going to see maybe a few different views over the next couple of days, but if need be, we can resume operation at the office. But real quick, I want to just run down the list of what I've got as of this morning. A lot of these are from Lawrence County, Tennessee, just because that's where I'm from. That's where our office is, and I'm very close with our emergency services here. But if there are other reports from other counties that we cover, please share them. Put them in the comments. I've got the comments pulled up there where I can see, and we can relate that back out to everyone. So as of now, Shady Lane, Sundown Drive, there's a large tree blocking the entire roadway. Turnpike, Summertown, the 1100 block of the Turnpike, large tree fell beside the road. The power line has been brought down because of that. We have Henryville Road at Gray Road, trees down and lines across the road. Henryville Road at Staggs Road, a large tree blocking the entire roadway. Cladwell Road at Kelsey Circle in Summertown, lines are hanging low. We have trees down in the area. Turnpike at Holloway Street in Summertown. Large trees down in the road. We have Turnpike at Barnesville Road. Tree is blocking the road at this time. Large tree down in the road. Again, another fell at Highway 20 and Holloway Street. Corbin Street in Summertown, tree across the roadway. Alexander Springs Road, several trees down across the road. Notice the pattern. This is mainly North and West Lawrence County. Hudson Road at Red Hill Center Road, trees down in the area. Tree on Red Hill Center Road near Hudson Road, roadway almost completely blocked. Tree blocking the roadway at Turnpike in Summertown. We have trees down Henryville Road and Long Road. Glen Springs Road, trees down near a house and on lines. Still working to confirm if they are utility lines or power lines or if they are communication lines. Cell phone service down in the Wayne County area. We also have reports of trees down all across Wayne County. I got a message from a good friend of mine there, and they said that power outages are just all over Wayne County this morning, and pretty rough. No power on Enterprise Road in Mount Pleasant. We have a report of power out in Mount Pleasant. No power in Linville this morning. Power is off on Greenwood Street in Mount Pleasant. We've got a report of hard rain in Muscle Shoals. And I'll tell you, I should have mentioned this a few moments ago. Comment there about Adamsville, Tennessee being really bad. Hardin County is bad. Hardin County is looking at 1.25 to 1.5 inches of ice accretion, and that's bad. That's very, very bad. So keep that in mind. I'm trying to think. And then even outside my house, I've got trees and limbs down, or I've got big limbs down all around the house this morning. My neighbor, just outside that window, has lost half a tree. So, and then, I have another one coming in. Maple Lane at Highway 20, lines down across the road. So, it's a rough old morning. All right, so I've had Leoma pulled up. This is the Leoma Skycam, part of the Arctic Air Skycam network. Looking there, you can actually see some rainfall across the camera lens and a lot of ice buildup. It looks like 43 is fair, but Sergeant Ellis with the Highway Patrol, who went viral yesterday, his video on Tennessee Valley weather is our all-time highest performing video in terms of views at 1.7 million. And I called Steven. I said, boy, you're an internet celebrity. So he sent me another one this morning with legit, honest information, because that is a service to both people and residents and to us to help us communicate what he's seeing. And in no way was that meant to go viral. It just did. Anything that gets put on the internet can. But he shot another video at the Turnpike near 64, and it did not look anything like what Leoma looks like this morning. It's pretty rough there. So let's shift north to Columbia. I'll have to do it with my mouse this morning. And we'll take a look at the Columbia Skycam. There we go. Okay. So here's a view of Columbia. This is overlooking from Radio Hill this morning. It is 32 degrees currently in the heart of Mule Country. East winds at 6 miles per hour. Dew points at 31. A little bit of rainfall falling there. Probably freezing rain in Columbia this morning. Here's a live look from Fort Hill and Pulaski overlooking downtown. And notice the winds. That wind is shaking that camera. That is not a good thing. And one day that weather sensor is going to come back to life and shock everybody. Probably will be this summer, my luck, when it actually is 89. But overall, still some freezing rain in Pulaski this morning. Let's head south to Hatton, Alabama, looking at the roadways this morning in Hatton. That looks clear. But notice those lines, those power lines in Hatton have a little bit of ice on them, you can tell in that picture. Here's a live look from the big old water tank in Lawrenceburg. This is by Walmart. And again, 43 is looking fair this morning. And I'm just kind of scanning the image, which you've got the Heritage Automotive and Prime Automotive lights in the foreground. All right. Let's see. Nothing major happening in Lawrenceburg at the moment. And then here's a live look in Summertown. Summertown camera may be current. Yeah, look at the trees in Summertown and the lines. You can easily see the trees sagging in Summertown. That is a telltale camera view if I've ever seen one. I think obviously just from the standpoint of the reports that we've got, obviously you can look and tell that North Lawrence is pretty rough this morning. Here's a live look at the Renaissance camera. This is from Florence, looking at the trees there. Not terrible. And then from Ardmore, not much happening in Ardmore with the exception of some rain. Current temperatures across the area, 32 degrees in Hohenwald this morning. It is warmer in Pulaski at 34, the same in Fayetteville. We have 34 in Athens, 42 in Moulton this hour.
Instead, bacteria and archaea use a process called chemosynthesis to convert minerals and other chemicals in the water into energy. This bacterium is the base of the vent community food web and supports hundreds of species of animals. What kinds of animals? Well, scientists on the NOAA ship Okeanos Explorer went to the rift in 2011. And here's just some of what they saw. Riftia tubeworms, also called giant tubeworms, which can grow to their full size of almost 5 feet long in less than 2 years. Bathymodilus deep sea mussels, which are often the first creatures to colonize the vent, and are able to survive for a short time after the vent is inactive. Serpulid, or feather duster worms, and Tevnia tubeworms, which are often the food of choice for vent crabs, the top predator of the vent community. But it's not all animals down there. Researchers also saw white flocculent material erupting from the vents like a snowblower, an indicator of microbial life beneath the sea floor. And of course, there were fresh lava flows, which means the seafloor is continuing to change. And that change means there's always more to learn.
Hi Shoals, cold weather outside means it's time for a hot deal from Bowler. It's free furnace February, and it's our best offer of the entire year. Through February, when you buy any qualifying system, we'll throw in the furnace or heat pump air handler free, including our top brands you know and trust. To sweeten the deal, we also have special financing, so don't wait. Warm up